biological father of my two older kids was very abusive, and it had caused damage that I wasn't aware of at the time.
No, I could have been tied up with you.
We had some testing done. He was diagnosed with PTSD and anxiety and ADHD. It was really frustrating. I would cry. He wouldn't want to go to daycare. We as parents were just kind of having a hard time figuring out what we could do. We felt that we exhausted every effort.
And we needed help. We needed help. So we were basically reaching out, and Lutheran Family Services was there to help us.
We go for family therapy as well as individual therapy, just for Peyton himself.
It's not so much him who had an issue. We needed to learn to parent a child with ADHD.
He's developed a better relationship and is more trusting with my husband, myself. His sister has got a great relationship with his little brother.
Yeah.
The resource of Lutheran Family Services, having this available to families, especially in this area, is extremely important, because without them being here, who knows if I would have been able to even have the help that I needed for my son.
You need a facility like this because there are tons of kids and there's tons of parents who are new to parenting, and sometimes you need someone to turn to.
My family had just moved to Fremont. We'd moved into an apartment and had financially, it was pinching every penny. We were just on a really tight budget, and new parents and just trying to get familiar with the community. Good job. After God, there's nothing more important to me than my family. I will do anything I can and bend over backwards and spend all of my time to make sure that I give my kids what they need and the best. I don't have a 4 or a voice I have to draw. I almost really struggled because I felt guilty for seeking services because that's not something I'd ever done. It was humiliating to me to walk in there. That's not the side of things that I'm used to being on.
Ready, set, go!
It feels like it was all worth it. If I hadn't swallowed my pride and walked in there to get some help, I don't think I would have found the connections that I needed. I wouldn't have had the opportunities that I've had. Being willing to not judge me from day one, they looked at me and said, "Oh, I see potential in her. This is what she can do and she can contribute something." And they were right, and I'm thankful for that.
And I went,
High five, good work.
She means a great deal to me. She's a lot of my reason for doing some of the things I do. If I can be a better person to help bring her up and not go through the same things I did, that's what I'm gonna do. Well, if you would have known me 6 months ago, you'd see quite the change. Yes, I'm an alcoholic and an addict, but I'm recovering now. You know, I was owned by my addiction and controlled by it. It had the absolute power in my life. Just the constant cycle of drinking, then tired of being drunk, so I'd find something to keep me awake, then I'd be tired of being awake, so I'd find something to pass out with, and over and over and over, and it just was consuming. It led to a lot of negative things like divorce, loss of jobs, loss of a lot of friends, pretty much everything I owned, and had to start over again. I just finally, every night before I passed out, essentially, I would just say, "God, please help me." I came to Lutheran Family Services because of that divorce, because it was legally obligated that I take a parenting class. As a single man, there wasn't very much help available to me at all. You know, I don't have custody of my children, so I had to find help anywhere I could, and that was very difficult, actually. It changed my life. Little directions, like they helped me learn about budgeting, which is something I didn't know about. They gave me a lot of different viewpoints on parenting. When I wasn't working, they helped me through a lot of things because they have that little boutique where you could get through. There were some things they did where you could get a gift card as part of a compensation, which allowed me to feed my daughter sometimes.
I love you.
I love you too.
I wanted to do that because I love my daughter and I wanted to take care of her any way I could. I can't forget about the past, otherwise I won't have a future.